Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Breath Connection. If you've been here or you subscribed to my channel already, then welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about my nighttime wind down, also known as a night routine. You may have already heard of a night routine. I just like to call it a wind down. It is a routine, but I do have a morning routine, and I just like to call it a nighttime wind down. That's just the way that I want to do it. So what is a nighttime routine? A nighttime routine is a 1 to 2 hour window you give yourself every night to plan for the next day, both up on paper and around the house, such as like leaving your workout clothes around or preparing your meals for the next day, so you don't have to do that in the morning. So it makes it easier for you to just get out of bed and start your day and start your morning routine. And if you don't already have a morning routine, we'll get onto that in another video. Today is just about the nighttime routine. I didn't find out about nighttime routines until a year into doing my morning routines, but I struggled with it, but we'll get into that all in this video. To understand why a nighttime routine is important, you kind of have to understand why sleep is important, and if you don't already know why sleep is important for you, I definitely recommend checking out Mathew Walker. He is the leading expert on sleep right now. He's got a book called Why We Sleep. And if you don't want to read that book, if you just want to do some quick research on him, he's got tons of interviews, impact theory. He's all over the place. You can find him online if you just type in Mathew Walker. Because in short, sleep is our superpower. Without sleep, your memory's off, your willpower will basically be non-existent, and that's basically that's another superpower that we have is our willpower. The better your willpower is, the better you are at staying away from things you're not supposed to do, the junk food, actually doing what you're supposed to do, working out, eating healthy, and exercising daily, stuff like that. Also, if you are sleep deprived and you drive, you might as well be driving drunk. It's the same. It's basically the same. You're very impaired when you're sleepy and you're just not all there, and you could crash and hurt somebody else, harm yourself. So it's just very important to get good sleep. So you even recover while you're asleep as well. Your muscles recover, your cells recover. Your brain sorts through the waste throughout the day as well to help get rid of all the stuff that you don't need. So it helps support memory and learning as well. When you get proper sleep, when you get proper REM sleep, HGH gets produced in your body, and that helps you grow muscles. I know I've struggled with gaining muscles my whole life. I've always thought it was just because I was small and I was just destined to be small. But my whole life I've had a sleeping problem. I have not been able to go to sleep since I can remember. There was times even when I was a little kid, sneaking up at night and just watching TV just because I would just lay in bed for hours and it just got boring. I would get yelled at every night on a school night because I was up, and I know that it was just a hand-in-hand thing. that kept me up, and it made me suffer through school, which is one of the reasons why I didn't really like school. And it just all goes hand in hand. If you don't get proper sleep, you're just going to be sluggish throughout the day, and then it's going to make you stressed. And if you're stressed, it's going to be hard to go back to sleep. At least that's how it is for me. So like I was saying with the muscle growth thing, if you're struggling with gaining muscles right now, I can guarantee you probably don't get the right sleep, or don't sleep enough, or at the right times. If you think about it, the people in prison, I know this is probably a bad reference, but they get big because they're on a perfect sleeping schedule. They eat at the exact same time, they sleep at the exact same time, and they work out. If you're on a schedule like that, you'll see tremendous, I'm not saying live like a prisoner or anything, but you'll see tremendous growth if you can get on a schedule and fall asleep by 11 and then get that REM sleep, because from 11 or 12 to 2 or 3 in the morning is when you get really good REM sleep, and that's the best time for your body to fix all the tears that you've been doing when working out and whatnot. So that was the importance of sleep. So this is why we need a nighttime routine. A nighttime routine allows you to unwind, slow down, and it's also the perfect time to make your list for the next day. So like I said before, earlier in the video, I was talking about how I've been doing a morning routine for a year, and I was killing it for a while, and then it started to struggle a little bit. If something's hard, I try to figure out why it's hard for me, and I try to see what I'm not doing or what I can do to make that easier or better for me. I read a book called Atomic Habits, and it talks about making things easy. I've also seen before in other videos about making a list or a checklist or a plan for the next day, and that'll help you it'll give your brain peace of mind knowing that you have a checklist and you don't have to worry about what you got to do because it's already written down on the papers. And then also it's easier for you to get out of bed the next day because you actually have a plan. And once you start checking those things off, man, does it feel good. It was only 1 week into it. By Thursday, I realized that I had a really good week. It was because the night before I had taken time to plan out my day. Now I've been doing my nightly wind down for a while now, but it was I was not planning my day. I had a planner and I sometimes did it, and that was kind of like what I wanted to do. I just never took it seriously until I was really struggling to get out of bed, and especially during these quarantine times, I was struggling to get out of bed. So I needed to make a plan. I made that plan and I started executing, and it was just perfect. So that's why I made this video first about nighttime routines, because your morning starts the night before. So if you're already doing morning routines, I recommend just start doing a nighttime routine. And if you're already winding down at night, like me, meditating and stuff, I recommend just whipping out a planner or a piece of paper and just kind of making a checklist of what you got to do. Even if it's just the morning, it gets you started and just getting that checklist off, and then you can make another one for the evening and kind of go from there. So yeah, like I said, I've been doing it for about a month now. It's kind of been a tester, and if something is working for me, I just stick to it. So I'm going to continue to do this. It's even made my handwriting better because I've been actually like writing down my schedule in a planner that I bought, because it's just easier for me to flip around. I do too many things. I edit on my phone. I do, pictures and stuff like that. Like I don't really want to keep it all in one place. I like to keep it separate, just so I know like that my phone and stuff is for like social media and stuff like that, emails and things, and then I can even like get off of it at a certain time, which is what I'm about to get into about what my nighttime routine is. I've even made a video about internet fasting, and that goes with this as well. I don't get on the internet till noon every day, and then I get off around 8, which is when I start doing my wind down. But yeah, we're gonna get into that right now. Okay, so what do I do for my nighttime wind down? Well, like I said before, I already get off the internet, and that is just social medias. I can still browse the internet if I want to like get food, but usually I don't, because I stop eating at 8 o'clock as well. It makes my life kind of easy to schedule it this way. It seems a lot of people ask me or they don't really ask me, they kind of say to me that like they wouldn't be able to do that because they feel like they have too many rules or too much restrictions and stuff like that. And it's actually the restrictions that allow me to live my best lives. I wouldn't even call it restrictions. Getting off the internet early does help me with the blue light, and just kind of like not letting my brain be so active from scrolling, through endless feeds and whatnot. And then I stop eating at 8 because I do intermittent fasting, and it's easy just to eat from noon to 8. Sometimes I stop before then. I just try to eat when the sun's up, really, and push that eating period out as far as possible. I'm actually starting a 1-week fast today, so I have not eaten anything today, and I won't until Friday or Saturday. We'll see how it goes. I'm doing that because it's the last week before we go back to work and everything, and I feel like it's the best time, so I'm not moving around too much, I'm not delivering food, I'm not doing anything, so it's perfect. This week is gonna be perfect. So I'm gonna, record that and put that on the next video for next week. So hopefully I put this up today, Monday, or tomorrow, Tuesday, which will be today if it's on Tuesday. So like I said, I get off the internet, and I get off my phone and I put it away to the side. And like I said, if I need to scroll for the internet or whatever, I can grab it, but it's over there. I don't need it anymore. And then I'll put on some lo-fi beats on the television or on just a Bluetooth speaker. If you don't want to use your TV, you can do that as well. I put my TV on and I dim it with a light behind it. I'll show you a little thing of what that looks like here. And then I start to plan out my day, and I also use that time to review my checklist and see if there was something that I didn't do and why I didn't do it, and if it's something I can do tomorrow. Using this time to review your goals and your checklist is perfect to see, because if you make a checklist and you do some of it and you don't review it, you don't care why, you don't even want to do it tomorrow, you may even forget about it. So take about 20 minutes to 30 minutes to do that, and then I can use the next 30 minutes to read or anything like that. Sometimes I'll listen to a book, and sometimes I'll read. It depends on how tired I'm feeling, because if I read that tired, I usually don't retain what I read. But I can use that time to read. But I will usually turn off all the lights, and I'll change the light in the back of the TV, so we got some little ambiance going on. Throw some candles on that if I have it, and then I will meditate from anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour. It's a good time to really wind down. That puts me in a nice state that when I am ready to go to sleep, me and Kaylee just get our things, and we go to bed. We check the door, make sure it's locked, and we go to bed. There are still times where that has not worked for me, and I will lay in bed. I'll do that for about 30 minutes or so. I give it a little longer. They say 15 to 20 minutes if you can't fall asleep, get out of bed, but I'll do it for a little longer just because I know me and I have trouble sleeping, and you never know, I could just fall asleep anytime, but sometimes it doesn't happen. So I'll get out of bed and I'll go to the living room, and I will, I'll try to meditate again. If none of that's working, I'm just, it's a bad day, it's all right. I'll just turn the TV on and watch some TV until I feel tired, and then I will go to bed. And that's the thing, is it is okay. You got to do what works for you, But just know that sitting in bed while scrolling on your phone, trying to fall asleep, just makes it so your brain is more active, and it also kind of associates your brain with a place to like be on social media and do those kind of things. If you got out of the room and did it, it'd be a little different. Then you kind of just put your phone down and then went back to your room. That way you can associate your room with being sleepy. If you have a TV in your room, you watch TV in there a lot, that could be another reason why you don't fall asleep. And then if you sleep with your phone right next to your bed, that could be another reason, you know. But these are just what I do and the tips that have helped me. If you guys have any more tips, or if you think that this has helped you, please comment down below and let me know what you think, and share this with a friend if it's helped you. I'd really appreciate it. I know I'm still new to this, so it's a little rough. We're trying to get the space together and the lighting right and everything and the sound, but as long as I just keep going and posting those videos once a week, we should be good to go, you know. I'm pretty proud of what I've done so far, and you know, we're just gonna keep doing this thing. We're gonna keep growing it and keep just seeing where it goes. It's always been something that I wanna do. I also do music as well. And it's kind of something I want to bring into that scene as well. Like there's a lot of workshops and things where we can do like breath work and stuff like that. And I'd love to be a part of the music scene and the part where we help each other grow and learn and kind of just better ourselves every day. So please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a comment, like I said before. Subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.